I wish that when we wear the ihram and all our worldly clothes have been removed, leaving only 2 sheets on us, we realize the message it gives. Today you are leaving your home and household behind to go forth in this ihram. A time will come when you must leave this same home and household to go to the court of Allah Almighty, wearing a shroud. Today you are going for the vision of the Kaaba. Tomorrow you must be presented in the court of Allah Almighty. This journey of Hajj provides great messages, dear Islamic brothers. We must take lessons from this, as it also reminds us of the journey to the afterlife.
Allahu Akbar.
When we sleep in the tents of Mina and Arafat and under the open sky in Muzdalifah, we should remember and take this message. Just as we are living in tents and sleeping on the ground tonight, there are thousands or even millions of people in this world who live in tents or sleep on the ground and lack sufficient food and drink. This journey also makes us feel the difficulty of the poor. When the pilgrims from all over the world gather in the plain of Arafat, wearing the same attire and raising the same call, the plain of Arafat reminds you and me of the field of resurrection, when the entire world will be present in the court of Allah Almighty in the plain of resurrection. I wish that we take a message from this journey, take a lesson from it, and return changed, spending our lives for the pleasure of Allah Almighty. This ihram is a reminder to keep preparing for wearing the shroud as well. Keep preparing for going into the court of Allah Almighty. May Allah Almighty make this journey such that I return changed. In fact, the Islamic scholars state a very beautiful point. While every person says, and indeed we all desire, that we are blessed with an accepted Hajj, it is stated that the sign of an accepted Hajj is that a person returns better than they were before. So are we going for Hajj only to return and engage in the same old deeds? Or are we to return changed after performing sincere repentance? Now we must return, having attained forgiveness from our kind Lord, and also spend our future life well. One more thing must be remembered. Certainly there is a promise of forgiveness through Hajj. There is a promise of sins being forgiven through Hajj. However, this does not grant permission to go forward and commit more sins. Past sins will be forgiven. You and I must improve our future lives. Therefore, this time one must go with this intention as well. I have left all sins behind and must now spend a life that pleases Allah Almighty.